Okay, students, I'd like to take some time, and probably some extended time here, to teach you about the rhetorical analysis essay. And I'm going to do quite a bit of reading here. I know that I don't want to insult your intelligence, and you probably don't enjoy doing that very much, following along or whatever, but I'm going to read and you can pick and choose what you want to listen to here. But I really feel like going through this discussion with you will help you to understand the rhetorical analysis quite a bit better, and I think you'll have a little better idea of what it is that I'll be looking for as I grade your paper and have you try to write effectively for me. So here are the instructions for the ad analysis. It says, for this essay you will find an advertisement from a magazine, newspaper, etc., and analyze it rhetorically in a 3-page essay. Your essay should not evaluate the product, but rather the ad's rhetorical strategies used in an attempt to persuade the audience. Your essay should answer the following questions in essay format, paying particular attention to questions 3 to 6. 1. Where does the text come from? Who created and or sponsored it? What do you know about that organization? 2. In what larger conversation does the text speak? What is the historical and social context? What issues are evoked? 3. Who seems to be the primary audience for the text? How is this recognizable? 4. How is the creator of the text attempting to influence or persuade the audience? 5. What rhetorical strategies does the text use to persuade its audience? 6. How does the text appeal to logos, pathos, and ethos? 7. How effective do you find the text? Why? Does it accomplish its purpose with its intended audience? How so? Generally, this serves as a strong conclusion paragraph. Requirements: 3 to 4 full pages, double spaced pages. Let's say 3 full pages. 12-point Times New Roman font. Adherence to MLA formatting guidelines, and the title, not ad analysis. Purposes for this assignment is for you to identify and explore the rhetorical strategy used in creating an advertisement, to recognize the use of ethos, pathos, and logos in presenting to a specific audience, to apply rhetorical awareness to your own writing, and to practice using exploration as a method of inquiry and making observations that reveal rhetorical choices. So what I'd like to do is to show you an example of a student rhetorical analysis. Now, this was written for a student at Snow College. This is the ad that was chosen. You can see a picture of Kim Kardashian, and she is there to sell these shoes. I believe the shoes are called Skechers Shape-Ups. Okay. Here's the paper. Now, let me on the outset, let me just mention that about 4 or 5 professors and 4 or 5 high school English teachers got together, and we graded this paper, and some of the professors graded it somewhat low, and some of the high school teachers did as well. Some of the high school teachers graded it somewhat high, and some of the college professors, I think, were pretty much scoring this at about a B minus, or at about an 82%, I think was about the average for this paper. And so what I want to do to kind of help you see what needs to be done here, I would like to just kind of go through really quickly, read this essay, and then I want to show you a sample essay of an improved sample essay. In other words, I've taken this essay and improved it and perhaps made it a close to an A minus, or maybe at least a B plus type of essay. Okay. So the title is Visual Analysis Skechers Shape-Ups. Dressed in revealing exercise attire, in full makeup and sporting her trademark raven hair, Kim Kardashian adorns the full page of ad for Skechers Shape-Ups in the March 14, 2011 issue of People magazine. People is an entertainment news magazine whose audience is 86% female, and the median age of their readers is 37 years old. For years, the magazine has understood and capitalized on our insatiable fascination with celebrities and their unattainable lifestyles. In this ad, Skechers Fitness Group chose the magazine with a large female readership to marry our need to know more about celebrities and their beauty secrets with our search for every elusive, easy fix to our body issues. Kim Kardashian leads a very public life and is regarded as a stylish celebrity who graces the covers of magazines sporting the latest trendy accessories and is interviewed in countless television programs on a regular basis. She is considered a fashion connoisseur with a famously curvaceous body that keeps millions tuning into her reality show every week for no apparent reason other than keeping up with the Kardashians. The picture of Kim and her famous curves dominates the page and exudes sexiness. Next to her, we see a smaller picture of two sports shoes in different colors. The name of the shoe, Shape Ups, is the next most prominent thing on the page, but it doesn't compare. At the bottom of the page, the line, "The newest move in fitness is tying your shoelaces," gives the readers hope that all they need to do is put on the shoes, tie the shoelaces, and they too can look like Kim Kardashian. Kim's signature next to her picture gives the ad a feel of an autographed photo and also gives it her sign-off and approval. Her smile and the way she is posing in the picture concedes that she is happy with the way she looks and that this is somehow related to the magical shoes she is endorsing. It also conveys the message to readers that we should trust her in this endorsement after all. Look at her. Although visually pleasing, overall the ad falls short in its attempt to persuade readers to run to the nearest Skechers store and buy the shoes. Skechers is somewhat effective at drawing on the reader's wish to look like Kim by creating an emotional connection between the beautiful, sexy spokesperson and the everyday reader. They do this by making the reader believe that Kim is just like the rest of us and that looking like her is easy and can be attained just by wearing the shoes. This addresses pathos. The lack of information about the shoe and how it could potentially help the reader get in shape and improve their health and appearance fails to appeal to logos. There is no information on the page about what differentiates this shoe from any other exercise shoe in the market, and the ad relies solely on Kim's fame, physical appearance, and her followership to persuade the readers. In an effort to appeal to her fan base, Skechers misses the fact that anyone who has ever watched Kim's television show has never seen her in any type of shoe that resembles Shape-Ups, and that she wears high heels almost exclusively. The ad features a picture of Kim, giving readers the illusion that she is exercising. However, we don't see her feet in the picture, which leaves to wonder if she is even wearing the shoes. In regards to ethos, Skechers' use of a famous and very public spokesperson like Kim Kardashian banked on having her fans and followers rush to the stores to buy the shoes. However, it failed to account for Kim's lack of credibility as a person who would wear Shape-Ups and the fact that her fans know this about her. It also missed to grasp the negative effect that using Kim as a spokesperson would have on potential customers who are not her fans and disapprove of her for being so public about her personal life. As a whole, the ad is unsuccessful in prompting its intended audience to believe that this product is something they need and want to buy. Skechers based the ad on the spokesperson's physical appearance and fame, but lost credibility by omitting important information about the shoe and using a spokesperson that is not believable as a supporter of the product. Okay, so that is the original draft, the original paper that was written by the college student. Okay, now I want to show you how I improved this a little bit, and I'll use some colors here to justify a few things. Now, the only thing that I really did, the main thing that I really did, I'll just kind of give you a quick perusal here, but the main thing that I did with this paper is I added a legitimate, I think, thesis statement. It really didn't have a strong thesis statement in the introduction, and in fact the introduction, you may notice that I combined this paragraph and this paragraph. The first two paragraphs I made one paragraph, and then the second and third paragraph I combined those into one paragraph. And that was a suggestion from one of the teachers at the camp that I went to this summer at the workshop that I went to. And so I did that, but I also noticed that there just really wasn't a strong thesis statement. So anyway, this first sentence here answers the question of number one on that list about where the text comes from, where this ad comes from. And she answers that question in that first sentence. It's a March 14, 2011 issue of People magazine. Second question answers the question about the explanation of this about this magazine and who the primary audience is. People is an entertainment news magazine whose audience is 86% female, and the median age of the readers is 37 years old. For years, the magazine has understood and capitalized on our insatiable fascination with celebrities and their unattainable lifestyles. So answers both questions 1 and 3. And then question number 2, the larger conversation or the historical and social context could be addressed in this next sentence. In this ad, Skechers, I guess I better put a C there. Skechers Fitness Group chose a magazine with a large female readership to marry our need to know more about celebrities and their beauty secrets with our search for the very elusive easy fix to our body issues. Now, that doesn't suggest that everybody has a need to know what Kim Kardashian's beauty secrets are or to fix our body issues. That's just a suggestion. Okay, so please don't be offended over that. It's just suggested that people like celebrities and they want to know what their beauty secrets are. Okay. Now this, again, the thesis statement goes like this. This is what I did have to write to make this make a little bit more sense to me. Although Kim Kardashian is a convincing salesperson for these shoes, and undoubtedly many worshipping fans would be persuaded to purchase the shoes based on this provocative ad, the ad lacks some credibility in several areas that most thinking adults would want to see. I might even still need to revise that a little bit. Okay. Now, so the second and third paragraph, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it just talks about her very public life and that she's considered a fashion connoisseur and that people are trying to keep up with the Kardashians and that she has these famous curves that show us how sexy she is, and so it kind of gives us the idea that if we put on those shoes, entire shoelaces, we could look like Kim Kardashian as well. Now, you'll notice in red that this addresses question number 4. This whole paragraph does about the purpose of the ad and how the creator of the ad attempts to influence or persuade the audience. And that's really a major factor. One of the major factors of this whole ad is the big picture of Kim Kardashian and her provocative pose to get us to want to look like her. Okay. And then the next paragraph focuses on her, how we would want to approve of the things that she's done for us there in that picture. Her smile, the way she's posing, how happy she looks, and how that relates to the magical shoes she's endorsing. And that we should trust her in this endorsement. After all, look at her. And so the rhetorical strategies that I'm mentioning here is style and symbolism. Those seem to be the rhetorical strategies as mentioned in question 5. And this paragraph and the one before it demonstrate the allure of style and the sex symbol that Kim Kardashian poses to sell the product. Okay, so those are the rhetorical strategies that's mentioned in question 5. Now here's where I did move things around a little bit. I pulled this sentence right here. That was all by itself. It was a paragraph all by itself, and so I used that to add a couple of more sentences that she had written further down in the article. Let me just go over here and show you, perhaps. Um, let's see. Where is that sentence? Can't find it. Maybe it's on the second page. Oh yeah, right here. It's right. So as you can see, it's a paragraph all by itself. And so what I did was I pulled a couple of sentences down here. I think I pulled this one and this one up into there and made that a paragraph. I might have pulled this one up there as well. I can't remember. But I just kind of combined a few paragraphs to make them a little bit longer, because that's one of the problems with this essay, is some of the paragraphs are too short and not fully developed. And so I started with the pathos, ethos, and logos paragraphs here to support, again, the idea that some parts of the ad lack credibility for thinking adults. Okay, and so coming down here, and also question number 7, the effectiveness of the text. We're actually looking at the effectiveness of the text here, and so. And I had this right here, in addressing pathos, this part right here. In the original version, this was clear down here, and that's really not how you would want to start a paragraph about pathos. You need to indicate very quickly at the very beginning, generally, that you're going to talk about pathos in the first sentence. That's part of your requirement for a topic sentence, is to get right into talking about pathos, and so that's why that's there. And then the second, the next paragraph in regards to ethos, Skechers. Now, this, you'll notice too, this paragraph is pretty positive about Kim Kardashian, but the ethos and the logos paragraphs are negative. And so I left most of the criticism towards the end, until the end of this paper. This is critical of her as not being a credible person, because she people would probably disapprove of her being so public about her personal life. And then the logos, this is a really strong one here, because there's no information on the page about what differentiates this shoe from any other shoe. And so this paragraph right here could be a little more developed, though. Well, actually, all three of these, the pathos, ethos, and logos paragraphs, could be more developed. There just needs to be more talked about, I believe, if there could be. I mean, after all, this is supposed to be a 3-page paper, and it's only really with my additional things, my additional red lines. It's a 3-page essay, but you take those out, and it's really only about a 2-page, 2.25-page essay, and so it's just really not long enough, and some of the paragraphs are not developed well enough. Okay, and then like I say, that one paragraph, this is that one paragraph that I combined all those sentences in. So here's how it looks. Although visually pleasing overall, the ad falls short in its attempt to persuade readers to run to the nearest Skechers store and buy the shoes. The ad features a picture of Kim, giving readers the illusion that she is exercising. However, we don't see her feet in the picture, which makes us wonder if she is even wearing the shoes. In an effort to appeal to her fan base, Skechers misses the fact that anyone who has ever watched Kim's television show has never seen her in any type of shoe that resembles shape-ups, because she wears high heels almost exclusively. So when you think about it, those 3 sentences all relate to each other for the most part. The ad falls short in persuading readers to go buy the shoes. People have not really seen, you can't see her feet in the picture. And then the third sentence talks about the fact that she wears different shoes most of the time, that nobody's really ever seen her wear tennis shoes. And so that's one of the reasons why this is, I think, a more solid, more coherent paragraph. And then you have and this is part of the conclusion right here, by the way. And that's why I wrote effectiveness of text on this, as well as some of the others. As a whole, the ad is unsuccessful in promoting its intended audience to believe that this product is something they need and want to buy. So, and again, that's something that you would do perhaps in the conclusion. So anyway, I just wanted you to see what I've done here to make this a little better paper. And when you compare and contrast it with the other one, I think there's really quite a big difference. There really is quite a big difference. And I'm probably scrolling this faster than some of you can read. I apologize for that, but we kind of looked at the first draft of it, so to speak. We could call it the first draft of that other version, that B- version. And again, I believe that this is probably now a B+, probably about an 88 or maybe a 90. So maybe a B+ or an A- type of paper. It's still, like I say, some of these paragraphs are still not really quite fully developed the way that college teachers like to see them be developed. And so there could be a little bit more suggested here, I believe. Okay. I mean, there could always be more developed even in the positive paragraph here about Kim being a good salesman for the product and the emotional connection that she might have with some of the readers. Okay? All right, signing off.